What's up, people? Today we're talking a little bit of wrist prep. I like doing this before I'm going to do any type of bench pattern. I don't really barbell bench press too much anymore, but if I'm going to do dumbbell bench or even like some stuff with kettlebell where I'm going to clean or bring it anything overhead in like a snatch pattern, super good for a little bit of warm up on the wrist. So what I'm going to need you to do is you're going to get yourself set up into kind of like a tabletop position here. Notice how my hands, elbow, and shoulder are all kind of in one line to start. And what I want you to do now is shift your weight over one wrist. Go ahead and pick a side. I'm doing it over my left. And now I'm just going to make nice big circles around that left wrist. So we'll go 5 one direction, and then we'll switch. Oh, there we go. That's good. Once we're done with the 5, we'll go the other way. And again, really just focusing on trying to almost like draw a circle around the base of the palm and then go in that nice big pattern. If it's a little tight, go ahead and sit in that one spot, give it a little extra love. I'm going to switch off to the other side now. Shifting my weight. Notice how my weight goes from here, which is neutral, over here off to the right or to the left. And now I'm going to make nice big wrist circles on that right side. Oh yeah, so this side for me is a little bit tighter. Plus I've got these little dainty wrists. I always have to put a watch on the smallest setting. Oh boy. So now I'm gonna go the other way. Yeah. Good little wrist prep here. So after our 5 on either side, again, if you have one side that's a little bit tighter, you can go ahead and give that side a little bit more attention. But we're going to move on here. Next thing I want you to do is I want you to go palms facing up, almost like you're asking somebody for something, I don't know, a gift. What I want you to do now, like put your fingers together, and I want you to plant your hands in front of you with your shoulders, elbows stacked over your wrists, and then all you're going to do is just lean back a little bit, and you'll feel this stretch kind of through the front. Sometimes I like to floss kind of up and down. Ooh, yeah. And really, if you start to floss, you'll feel as you progress through the stretch, if you hold for like a minute or so, you'll feel your forearms and wrists start to open up, and you get a little bit more range of motion. So again, if I'm going to do like cleans, any sort of snatching maneuver, or like a bench or press overhead, this is really good wrist prep to get you ready for that. Oh, yeah, baby. All right. So, next thing I want you to do now, I'm going to take my left arm and I'm going to go straight under my shoulder. So, wrist, elbow, shoulder. Now, my right hand is now going to slide with my palm facing down directly. Well, let me turn this way. So I'm going to go left hand. I'll do it on this side first so you can see. So I've got my palm facing up. I've got my wrist, my elbow, and my shoulder all in one line, and I'm applying pressure down into this wrist. This hand's only here for support. I'm pretty light on this side. And now all I want you to do is imagine that you got a stress ball in your hand, and you're just going to squeeze it. So I'm here squeezing the stress ball. And I'm not doing it really fast. I'm doing it kind of slow. And again, I'm applying downward force into this wrist, which is why it's really important to be in one straight line. And I'm basically just doing a nice slow squeeze. And notice how this hand's actually come up off the ground. So as much as I can, I'm pressing the weight into this wrist. Oh, baby. Then we'll switch sides. So now left hand's going down. Right wrist is going from that kind of top, we'll call it top corner position. We'll roll it back under. Again, wrist, elbow, shoulder, all in one line. Light pressure on the left side, and now my right side's got a lot of downward force in the wrist. And now I'm just doing that nice slow squeeze here. Oh, baby. Oh, yeah. And we'll be here for our either time or rep count. Woo. If you decide to do the reps, I just suggest doing them nice and slow. Otherwise, the time count sometimes will keep you going nice and easy for the full interval. Once you're done with that, your wrist should start to loosen up a bit. Next thing I want you to do is I want you to take your thumbs and I want you to go ahead and bring them inside like you're doing knife hands. And I want you to go ahead and plant your hands here nice and wide. And now I want you to try and slide your wrists in, but I want you to try and keep them really, really flat. So for me, I'm actually going to have to turn because my wrist mobility is not very good in this direction. So I'm going to start really, really wide. And I'm basically just going to slide my wrists in really slow. And this is about all I got right now. So I'm just going to hold here and feel that in the wrist. Again, now I'm getting kind of, oh baby. And I'm putting downward pressure into my hands, getting the wrists a little bit of an active stretch here, working for the full time interval. And again, if I start to feel open up a little bit, I can just bring the hands in a little bit closer and see kind of how that looks. Oh baby. Oh. All right. That's a quick little wrist mobility flow that you can use to get yourself nice and loose before a bench, clean, or snatch day. Good luck with it. Let me know how you guys do, and we'll see you guys on the next video. Later.